So the nice thing about Zoom is, here we are. I don't have to come out to Etobicoke to be able to see it. We can just do it quickly over the phone, basically. All right, so here, let me just show you this, Eugene. And I'm just going to go this through quickly because, like I said, like you said, you've been here with us 20 plus years, or 20 years. There's no reason to bore you to death on all the stuff you already know, but I will just go through it quickly, refresh your memory on a couple of things, and then if you want to expand on anything that I show you, just let me know and we'll talk about it further. Okay? Perfect. You can see this okay? Perfect. Yeah, Emery put that together for us there. The driveway's never looked this good in real life, I'll tell you that much. There's a few more cracks in it. Okay, so, just to refresh your memory, it is a $100 minimum order, and that gets you free shipping in the GTA. So out to Etobicoke, I can ship for free, a $100 minimum order. $1,000, I'll ship anywhere in Canada for you for free. And that seems like a lot, but none of my competition is shipping for free anymore. For example, ADI, they charge you that 4% flat rate now. I know you mentioned you do most of your stuff picking up because they're local. If you do have those situations where you need to, you're working out in Pickering or Oakville or wherever it is that your business takes you, I can ship to your site for free at $1,000. Okay. Yes, Brantford. Yep. Yes. Yeah. And everything worked out good. Good. I like to hear stories like that. Is there any concerns or issues that you've had with Provo that I should know about that I can, try to address? We're good? Good, good. Okay, so just to refresh you on this stuff here, I do have the Cat 5e, Cat 6, Cat 6a, so all the structured wiring cables, have them in all the colors, and I don't charge a premium for the colors, right? Like I know, yeah, Genesis, they charge one price for blue, black, and white, and they charge another price for like blue or orange, purple, red, yellow. So I don't do that. Every color is exactly the same price with us, and that's for all of our cables, not just our category cables. If there's 9182 in white, it's the same price as gray, it's the same price as green. There's no difference. Okay, just remember I do have things like the shielded cables in stock. The Cat 6. I have even armored cables, so you don't have to run it through EMT. You're talking about doing work in a manufacturing place. You can get away with without having to put it through the EMT, for example. Shielded Cat 6, and then Cat 6A. I've brought in more SKUs of this stuff here now. I'm bringing it in all the way with all the colors by the fall. Hopefully, fingers crossed, if Robert ordered it. And then shielded Cat 6A is coming in the spring, and direct burial Cat 6A as well. I have all the tools to support it too, right? Through Platinum and my own stuff. Eugene, have you tried the low temp cable? Did BIGO ever sell you on that? Okay, so this is just kind of a quality of life problem solver product, right? So it's an FT4 rated cable, rated to -40 storage, -20 handling. So unlike regular PVC jacketed cable, when it gets cold, it gets hard to pull, it knots up, it even becomes brittle, right? This stuff doesn't have that problem. It has a rubbery jacket to it. It feels very rubbery. It's got a chemical compound in it. Oops, sorry. Chemical compound in it that keeps it pliable, -20 handling. So the whole point of this is that instead of having to sit around and warm up the cable, you can just start pulling, right? It's a quality of life fix. So, not every scenario calls for this product, but say, you go to a job site and then you go home, the product sits in the truck overnight, and you go back to the job site. This is Canada, after all. We get some cold nights, right? So you go back to the job site, instead of having to sit around and warm up the cable, you can just get straight to pulling it. Now, the premium on the low temp cable is about $6 to $10 more a box, depending on the SKU, over my regular stuff, okay? So, Yes. Yeah. So this is still an indoor rated cable. Like you can't expose it to the sun. It's not UV protected, but it is better. It'll be better handling in those kinds of environments for sure. Yes. Yeah, 100%. So what I recommend to people is buy next time you're ordering some cable, buy one box, try it out, see if you like it, right? And then if you really like it, I've got it in all the colors: Cat 5e, Cat 6, Station Z, and in my sync audio wire as well, which I'll show you in a second. 100%. It's a problem solver, right? It's there for you if you need it. That's the whole idea. Okay. This is just kind of talking about two different cables that were on the market that got pulled off. Have you ever seen vertical cable? There's a brand that was out there. It was very cheap, inexpensive. They made a lot of claims on it. Turns out that their CUL sticker is bogus, and so they pulled it off the market for fraud. And then here's another product, Monoprice. Monoprice was the same kind of story. They were claiming their FT6 cable. It was actually an FT4 cable in the box. So they got pulled off the market for fraud as well. He'll be back. It's just kind of like one of those stories. You get what you pay for. Sometimes I'm not the cheapest guy out there, but there's a reason for it, right? I pay for all the CUL, CSA ratings, ETL testing, because all my stuff is, it has to go into all kinds of places: Ministry of Defense, hospitals, RCMP, OPP, all those places. So I can't play around. So you can always trust my product to be, a higher quality than some of the cheaper stuff you'll find out there. That's the whole point of that. Multi-conductor, I still do more of this stuff than anybody in the country. Everything from a 22 gauge down to a 10 gauge. You have access to all these things: shielded versions, bare copper versions. Most of it is a stranded tin copper, but you have access to bare copper as well. For when those situations are calling for really cheap, you're going up against a bunch of guys who are very competitive. I can help you out with that stuff. This stuff comes a little bit cheaper. If you're just doing some basic control systems, this is more than enough. There's Brett standing on one of the boxes. This is just showing I do have the sync wire product, right? You've bought the sync wire product before? Yeah. So it comes in a nicer box. That's the idea of that. And this is also where I have that low temp SKU available for you, Gene. So if you ever want to do the audio cable, I got you covered there too. Okay. Okay. Yep. I've got all those 18 down to 12 gauge. Okay, and don't forget I do all the different home automation cables as well. So I have the Crestnet cables and the Vantage cables, the Sunfeep lines, and all the Lutron cables, right? So I sell all these things individually, more or less, but sometimes these engineered cables where they're all grouped together can speed up deployments, save you some time on labor, right? Nothing new here. Door access cables, coax cables, solid conductor cables. Exactly. Coax is dead. No one, not even Rogers. I heard Rogers is stopping installing this stuff now. They run category cable to the houses or fiber when it's fiber to the home. So not even Rogers is putting coax in anymore. So yeah, it's a dying product, but we still have some SKUs. Don't forget, I do have all those direct burial UV rated cables. So everything in the Cat 3, Cat 5e, Cat 6, Cat 6a is coming in the spring, and then the multi-conductors as well. Are you doing anything with fiber optics yet? Yeah. Yes, exactly. So we do everything. We do all the different connectors. and the splicing kits, everything like that. I even have a fiber Ilsentech fusion splicer. It's all in one with those connectors and everything as well. I have one of those in stock as well. So if you ever get into this stuff seriously, like it becomes a bigger part of your business, I can supply you everything from the raw fiber to the connectors to the tools to the enclosures, everything in between. But like what you were saying there, if you need something specific, just if you just need like a single run, let me know, and I can do you up a pre-made terminated length. Just tell me the type of fiber, the ends you need, and the length you need. It comes certified in a bag with a pull loop. About 5 days turnaround. Okay. Yeah, so there's Biagio's desk right there. I still have all the UPSs through Minuteman, and perfect. Yeah, so I've got different types of enclosures and like the old cans and stuff like that, face plates, rough-in brackets, vapor barriers. All the different types of connectors, Mux Lab, Key Digital. All these different types of things. All the tools too, right? Don't forget, I've got all the Greenlee, Platinum, Paladin, Rhino, labor-saving devices. I've got all those tools at your disposal as well. Okay, Arlington. I do all the Arlington boxes. Caddy. Yeah. See, Eugene, you know all this stuff already. Most people, I tell them this, I'm like, I didn't know you sell that, right? Yes. Yeah, no, absolutely. So, sorry, I don't know what everybody knows, right? So sometimes I just have to kind of refresh people on a certain couple of things. But, I've got all this kind of stuff here still. Now, security, obviously you guys do security. Now, are you doing any of my security is the real question. No. What? Well, I mean, we have integration with like Control 4, but not a lot of other options, right? So, yeah, you're right there. Yeah, no, and a lot of that stuff is very, that is a bigger market that's growing very, because everybody likes the home integration on the cheap, right? It's not like doing a Control 4 system for your house or something like that, where it's thousands and thousands of dollars. You can do those Google systems for like $1,000 and have everything done. Yes. Okay. Yes. You got it all covered then. Perfect. All right, so I won't harp on this stuff for too long, but just to give you, just a rundown on some of why I sell these products and the reason why I sell these products. So ProVision ISR, it's very comparable to like a Hikvision camera as far as its quality is concerned, and the price point's around the same. And then Symbol is my brand OEM for us by Uniview. Okay, and the reason we have these two brands, Eugene, is because they're exclusive. They protect the integrator like yourself a little bit better from being shopped by other integrators. Okay, so Hike, for example, everyone sells Hike cameras. Daiwa is similar situation. And the problem is that you go and you quote a job for a Hike camera, for example, and there's two guys behind you who are going to quote that same job, and they're going to undercut you by 5% because everyone's fighting for that last bit of margin to win the things, right? So Provision and Symbol, I don't allow my dealers to post online. It protects you so that you don't get shopped around, okay? Exactly, right? So I know you're doing those kinds of systems there, so I won't really talk too much about this stuff, but do know you have full access to it. What I will show you though is This is something that these kits, we came up with these kits. This is something that you could easily move. And it would give you another option, right? For someone who wants to go a little bit higher up than the Google stuff. They want to go for a little bit more serious security system. So this kit here, we came up with these kits to compete with the Lorex systems, right? Out of Costco. You know, those ones that are owned by Dahua now. So this guy here is probably my biggest mover, all right? So it's a 4-channel Provision NVR. And of course, all this stuff is plug and play with the app, just like the Google things. It comes with that 1 terabyte WD Purple drive, 4 megapixel, 2.8 millimeter fixed lens cameras. $525 your cost. Throw a box of Cat 5e on there for another $87 and you're out the door running pretty fast. So the nice thing about this is it does have a 2-year warranty through us. You know what I mean? Like, so, you know, Igor and Tony, they're tech support guys too. They can help you with any of these issues that may come up with the system as far as integration. But that's the selling point there is 2-year warranty, reputable 2-year warranty, and it's very affordable, right? So that's something, I'll send this to you just so you have access, you know, to it in a file. Like I said, the new website should be launching at the end of the month, early February. And then in the meantime, I'll send you a Dropbox link and some of these catalogs in a PDF form, okay? Something that you can't get through those Google systems yet is what they call the Starlight technology. Have you ever seen these cameras where they stay color at night? Yeah, Digital Watchdog's got something similar. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, so that technology is a similar, but not the originator. So the Starlight technology here, these chipsets that are in this camera, is the old military tech that's obviously been, you know, far replaced since now. This gives you quite a good picture. So here's your traditional black and white with IR, and then here's what the Starlight cameras from Uniview or from Symbol look like. So, you know, it's a pretty easy sell to show people this, and then there's nobody wants to go black and white when they can see in color at night. This kit here is kind of a good kit to look at. So it is 8-channel, gives you a little bit of upgradability, 8-channel NVR, 2 terabyte drive, black or white cameras, your choice, 5 megapixel, 2.8 millimeter fixed lenses, okay, built-in microphones as well, so your option to use those. $949. 3-year warranty. So that's the selling feature is that, you know, you are guaranteed this kit 3 years. Some of those other systems there, you know, who knows how long this stuff's going to last, and will anyone be there to protect you at the end? So this is another good option for you to possibly sell people. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, no, definitely. Those are very cool features for sure. So that's all I kind of wanted to show you, you know, just to show you there's a couple of kits out there that you have access to that there may be another option for your arsenal. You know what I mean? Exactly. So you can make a little bit more. I know how the margins are on those Google Nest products, right? They're very slim margins. You don't make a ton of money off that stuff. I'm assuming you're either buying it directly or through like an Ingram Micro or a Tech Savvy or someplace like that. Are you buying it through like Ingram or it's directly from Google? Oh, you sell through ADI. Okay. Yes. Okay, I got you. Um, I do all the Planet switches. Planet, Taiwanese company. You know, they make everything from the very basic switches to PoE, all the PoE switches. I even have my own switches in house that are a little more affordable. You know, this guy's under $100. 12.5 watts per port, dual gigabit uploads or uplinks. You know, it's a good switch for very affordable cost. Now, I know you mentioned some of those in-wall monitors. I have these guys here. These are more, they're not to the same level of what you were talking about, though. Okay. Let's see here. Distributed audio systems like Sonos. Are you doing anything like that, or Vessel? No? Okay. Sono. Yeah. Okay. If it ever comes up, next time you're you go to see Biagio, go ask him to demo the Vessel system for you. It's sitting right there on his counter. It's a really cool product. I think you'd like to, if nothing else, while you're there talking to him, give him the demo of the system. It's pretty cool. And then I'm just going to skip ahead here. The only last thing I want to show you, don't forget I do have the KEF. I saw all the KEF stuff still. Okay, perfect. And then this is the last catalog I wanted to show you, Eugene. This is the new Sync catalog. There's actually a newer version than this one that's in this presentation, so I do apologize that the prices are a little wrong, and there's a couple of new items that aren't in here, but I'll send you the newest one that I've got, okay? So don't forget, you got all the HDMI cables, all the RCAs, all the Toshlink cables, 3.5 millimeter cables, all these things here. And these are very, very high quality cables that come out of the same factory, makes for UltraLink. My networking patch cables, Cat5e, Cat6, and the Cat6 Super Slims, half foot through 7, lots of colors for you. Okay, these prices are hard to beat. They're very, very affordable. Fiber patch cables, sync wire audio cable, all the jacks, right? I've got them in all the different colors in the bulk packs now too, in case you didn't know. I do have the bulk packs. All right, all the different couplers and binding posts. The RJ45 connectors, so I've got all the 8P8Cs, in the pass-through style and in the modular style as well. Again, we're trying to bring in more stuff in these nice sealed up containers. I still sell them in the polybag stuff, but these are so much nicer. They don't get all over your tool bag, your truck. Very easy to keep track of and move around. The wall plates, I have all the new wall plates in, so they're all the Decoras with the strap, the two-piece ones. Keystone and the 110 punch down patch panels. All right, IR repeaters, extenders. I know you're familiar with Vanco from ADI. So here's Vanco. Here's the factory overseas where I'm getting my HDMI extenders. Oh, what's that? What's that they're making for Vanco in the same factory? So my stuff's coming out of the exact same factory makes for a Vanco, and I sell it for cheaper. Okay, so here's your traditional. Here's your traditional HDMI extenders. Okay, I even have the 4K ones now as well. This guy's new. So this one here is a KVM extender as well. So if you want to control the MVR on a remote TV, you can do that with this device because it'll pass USB signal as well as HDMI and audio over Cat6, Cat6a. HDMI splitters and extenders. I've got all those things in stock. Oh, there's Robert overseas at one of the factories. And we're getting our have you been buying any of my cabinets? Okay, so I do have the 6U all the way up to the 15U. I'm bringing in an 18U as well for a trial run, see how that goes. And then, of course, I have the server depth ones as well. Open frame adjustable ones here too as well. We just brought these guys in for like basic pieces of equipment. And we're also going to bring in the one that goes vertical with the wall, that goes parallel with the wall. We're bringing that in, the really low footprint guy. So that'll be coming soon as well now too. Aside from that, I do have all the different accessories. Don't forget locking drawer, bringing in 4U locking drawer as well. And the TV mounts, don't forget about these. I do them all up to 90 inches now. Flush, tilt, and full articulation. This batch doesn't have them currently, but we are bringing in the ones with the screws, the adjustable screws, to help level them out. So currently I don't have that feature in my TV mounts. They are coming in the new batch. Should be in the spring. Speakers, again, the Sync speaker line, still have those. We got rid of the 12-inch subwoofer, brought in an 8 and a 10 now. All right, and then I have, just things like line conditioners, power bars. This is the kind of stuff you always have to run out to Home Depot to pick up. This for like $11, you can get one of these power bars. 750 joules, 6-foot cord. it's a good product for very inexpensive cost. Okay. But that's it, Eugene. That's all I wanted to show you. Like I said, new website's coming. We'll let you know when that comes out. And then I'm going to send you all this good stuff and a Dropbox link to all of it. If you aren't already registered on the website, do go to the website and just do a quick registration on the website so that when the new one launches, your criteria will carry over. All right. 100%. I'll send that to you with the email, okay?